Today's adventure begins. Gonna get a piping hot caffeinated beverage from Dunkin' over here. Big orange off in the distance. Start the day off good with a cup of coffee. They have a little lounge area in here, and they also have these retro little pictures up on the wall. We call it Dunkin' the Donut. I recently went to the very first Dunkin' up in Massachusetts, and now I'm here at this one in Kissimmee, Florida. Welcome everyone, TheDailyWoo here as the recording of this Tuesday, July 19, 2022. This is toasty, kind of warm. I'm wearing an appropriate t-shirt, speaking of warm. This is my Florida home here in Central Florida. In fact, now it is my only home with the big orange down there. And I always try to look at these little magazine stations that are on the backside of these advertisements down Highway 192 and wonder if anyone ever goes over here and utilizes these. For example, there's Spaceship Earth on the I Love Orlando. It's technically Kissimmee. Some pronounce it Kissimmee, but I call it Kissimmee. And I also ended up, which this is not going to be the only K-Cups that I purchased today, but I also got a flavor that I've never tried before for my Keurig at home, Dunkin' Midnight. I'm inviting you to join me today. I have a reservation for Hollywood Studios later. I went to Magic Kingdom 2 nights ago, Epcot last night. Today, Hollywood Studios, and I want to do a little pin trading. So I'm going to go by some thrift stores, some pawn shops, buy some inexpensive pins, and hopefully upgrade them when I go to the park for ones that I really want. I also have to run a lot of errands. Got to venture that way towards St. Cloud and then back. Not everything I'm going to film, but I just wanted to show a little bit of my day. Join me. Shall you? If you venture past the big orange about a block or so, past the little flea market that's over here, there's a really good thrift store that has some Disney and Central Florida pins in it. Just gonna continue past and go over there. It's called Hope Thrift. They're open 7 days a week. I think Dippin' Dots have really kind of championed the signage though. The Dippin' Dots sign is massive. Hope Thrift is over there, located right next to the Rock Church, where this used to be an American Gladiators dinner show way back in the day. In fact, it's called the Orlando Arena. I think it's another one. There's another one called the O-Arena, or used to be the, I don't think this referred to as the arena anymore. The American Gladiators dinner show, and inside Hope Thrift, they have a variety of different things, you know, which is basically a big thrift store, has a lot of good stuff. But there is some Disney pins. This is not the best for Disney pin trading. It's just good for ones that you want to collect. You can sometimes find some really good ones in here. I think the pawn shops are a little bit better, but if there's something in here that you want that you don't want to trade off, they got some pretty good prices inside Hope Thrift, right on Highway 192. Ended up getting these three. They were 3 for $5, $2 each or 3 for $5. I got 2 orange birds and an Epcot. Okay, trying to show the orange bird there. I really have not completely deciphered how to tell what is a real one or what is a fake, but I'm sure over time I'll kind of learn all that. And the ones I just bought in that baggie on the far end are the ones I just purchased. I'm going to keep those, but all of these, which I dumped out of the other baggie, are the ones I'm going to take to the park later and trade off. They're ones I either have doubles of or ones I do not want. Mostly just doubles of ones I had, and trade up for other ones. Now we're over here at Value Pawn and Jewelry, located on the corner of US 192 and 7 Dwarfs Lane. That's the real name of the road. Also, fun fact, where this mobile 7-Eleven is, used to be a Checkers that was empty for a long time. About 10 years ago, I got a big ladder. The Checkers was over there. I took a big ladder and I hoisted myself up about 25 feet to the top of the Checkers sign, and I put my name across there. I just said TheDailyWoo, and it sat there for a year because the place was completely empty. And now it's been gone for about a decade, but yeah. Brings back some memories. All right, update. Surprisingly, that pawn shop no longer carries any pins. They used to have 10 for 10 Disney pins. Pretty good deal. You could just kind of rack up a ton of them for trading, but they no longer have the full huge bins of them. Dang. So much for that hack. There's a little bit of demolition going on back there. Fun fact, over here, years ago, that used to be Kenny Rogers Roasters. I don't know what it is now. In fact, I don't even know if Kenny Rogers Roasters still exists as a company. This is Cash America Pawn, which I would imagine nowadays probably accepts credit cards. But I'm gonna check inside here and see if my Disney pin hack works here. Yep, a little bit of progress going on down there. to be honest, maybe no pawn shops anymore even carry the pins. Maybe they just got sick of having buckets and buckets and units full of thousands of pins. They just opted out of them. I'll check inside and see what happens. After stepping inside, realized that they no longer have Disney pins in this pawn shop either. So I guess it's just a wide range pawn shop thing to not have the Disney pin hack. It's gone by the wayside when it goes to pawn shops, at least here in Kissimmee, Florida. But they did have 50-cent DVDs. 50-cent DVDs and $2.50 Blu-rays. So I perused through all those and ended up getting a few. Pretty dang good deals, if you ask me. Now, pay no attention to that price tag. In fact, they gave these to me for $2 each. Look at this classic, well, not a classic, but look at this kind of rare one over here. Richard Dreyfuss, Emilio, another stakeout, Rosie O'Donnell, Adventures of Ichabod Crane, and a Dolly Parton Lost Classic here with Fleischer, the voice of Roger Rabbit. All on Blu-ray. All these were $8 plus tax. You cannot beat that. Went in for Disney pins and walked out with Ichabod on Blu-ray. I don't even think I'm going to step inside that value pawn because the other one didn't have it, so it's probably a corporate-wide thing. But I wanted to show this across the way from the Cash America. This used to be a beach club where they had a volleyball court set up, and sometimes the volleyball would go into Highway 192. Down the ways a bit in this shopping center, it's like a newer mural here. The Lily of Kissimmee. This riverboat going down the river here. There's a thrift store in this development. I'm going to turn around and go back to it, kind of going around the backside of the shopping center. Many years ago, this used to be a Publix grocery store. Publix is still around. They have not gone by the wayside, but here in this development, this Publix has turned into a Goodwill. They probably built a bigger Publix down the way. Publix is very thriving in Florida. I don't even really know what I'm looking for in here. I'm going to guess they probably do not have any pins, but maybe they'll have some DVDs, VHS, physical media stuff. I still like physical media, even though I stream a lot of stuff. I just like having certain things. Sometimes you can't even get through streaming services either. And it's just fun to have a hard copy of items. All right, I ended up getting something. It was not pins, which they did not have. So this whole subject matter is going off the rails, but nonetheless, I'm starting to get rejuvenated with my previous, years ago, I used to do a lot of thrift shopping, and it really kind of bringing back some memories. Did not get another DVD or VHS, but I got a t-shirt right down in there. I'll show you in a second. Back in the day, before I started doing videos on YouTube, I would do eBay. In fact, a few times I was working retail jobs, and I would take a break between one retail job and the other. I just got, look at this, part of the sack is now on my finger there. Part of the plastic bag. But I used to sell on eBay a lot. In fact, my username, just like TheDailyWoo, my original channel, this is TheDailyWoo, but TheDailyWoo, that was my eBay name. In fact, you can still find some of at least the profile on there. And I feel like one day I might end up going back to there. Now, I'm sure like eBay has probably changed a lot of their rules, regulations, fees, things like that, so maybe I won't. But it was a fun time. I had like I would venture from St. Cloud or Kissimmee, and I would go up into Orlando. I had like 15, 20 thrift stores that I would hit up, and I would just find unusual things like what's in this bag. Now, this I'm not going to sell. I'm not going to sell anything I got today. I'm not doing eBay anymore, but maybe one day when this YouTube thing has run its course and I'm looking for other things to do, could be fun, or maybe I'll do it while I'm still doing videos. Who knows? But this has brought back a lot of memories on doing that. Just finding odd, unusual things, retro things, and putting them out there into the world. Seeing if others want them, and also have an appreciation for them. Like I am the type of person that would really appreciates a retro looking design like this. I'm lost. Which way is over the hill? So I purchased this. It was $1.99. Heck yeah. Pay close attention. Pay close attention. This is not a real tree. It is a cell phone tower. Cell phone tower. Got a little cork board, a pin board, put on my wall. I can put all my Disney pins on here. I've been wanting to rebuy one of these for a while. I had a smaller one when I lived over in Anaheim and got rid of it when I moved and put all of the ones I wanted to keep in this little Rubbermaid, well, it's not Tupperware, it's family made box there. And I've been wanting to get something like this put up on the wall and maybe put either in the closet or just store it somewhere where I can display all of them and I can keep the ones I want on the board, and then any ones that I want to trade, like something I'm going to take later. Probably won't take all these, but so I'm going to dump these out and place the ones I'm going to keep on the board. All right, got them all planted on here. Now this is going to be a work in progress, if you will, but I have kind of some simple kind of little random ones down here that really have no place particularly. Got these at Comic-Con, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, like a Star Wars set. It's got some Star Wars over here. Also got this cat, I believe, is from Midsummer Scream, and got Bob Gurr's Waltland, Dragon Con, a DeLorean car show, just kind of random like that. Then we're getting up into the Disney ones. So you got WDW, Jungle Cruise, Tiki Room. I'm gonna have to like try to get more Jungle Cruise and Tikis. So this is kind of a Pirates area, even though that little Tiki that's outside of Jungle Cruise at Walt Disney World and Pirates, didn't really know where to put that one. This is also kind of random with Toad in there and engineering services. I might trade that one off at some point. Christmas 2015. Then we're getting into some Haunted Mansion, which is the 50th there, and one of the Hitchhiking Ghosts, the clock, all that. Also over here are also just kind of subs I didn't really know where to put in certain areas. You got Vincent from Black Hole, you know, some Pete's Dragon, you got Elliot there, an assortment of others. You got the rat from Muppets dressed as Mickey, and then you know Ursula and Cheshire Cat. You also got one of the vultures there from Splash Mountain. I might have to probably get some Splash Mountain pins as time goes on. I really like these two. These are kind of rare. Star Tours and Maelstrom, R.I.P. Maelstrom. And then also a 5-legged goat pin, which you don't see every day. I'm kind of proud of that one. Also a great movie ride. Then I'm getting up into the Epcots here. Got quite a few Epcots. I want to get a lot more, and I want to really get the collection of Orange Birds going. I also want to step up my Figment game. And then I got some couple of rare ones here in the Mickey area. Also Mickey's on from the desk of Walt Disney when I did the tour of Walt's office at the Disney Studios in Burbank. And then I even got a section with Walt over here, and I felt it appropriate to put the Disneyland pin there. So this is the pins that I have that are not enclosed. I have a bunch also that are enclosed and carded. I have a mess load of them in a big bag. I just buy random ones, put them in a bag. But these are the ones that I have either traded or got without card backs on them. So that's basically a starting point. These down here, yeah, they're okay. But I really want to focus in on these and try to develop this a little bit more and fill this board up as time goes on. I think when I go to the park tonight, I'm going to take I'll take maybe 4 or 5 tonight and try to get 4 or 5 that fit into this theme, and maybe try to get some more Figments, some more Waltz, some more Orange Birds, some more Mansions, some more Jungle Cruise, some more Pirates. Who knows? Who knows what they'll have at studios? I think it's a fun thing, and I can put this up on the wall, or I don't know. I gotta find a spot for it over here in my office. It'll be pretty good, maybe above the computer monitor or something. I'll figure it out, but that's what I wanted to show. Also, conveniently, I just got this in the mail today. D23 Around the World. Speaking of pins, I got my D23 Gold member card, because I've been a member for a couple years. And also, this kind of ties into the pins. I got more pins here. Obviously, I'm going to leave this in here, because it's like a collector's item now, but I might as well show off the ones that I have in boxes too. I got this from almost 5 years ago. October 1st is the 40th anniversary of Epcot Center. I got this on the 35th. This rather large pin. I think there's like 5 or 6 pin backs on that. And then the 50th anniversary of Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, I picked up this set as well. And so, no spoilers on this. I'll show this another time, but I have a massive amount of carded pins that are in here from different events that I've gone to over the last 3 or 4, 5 years. I'll just buy like a historic occasion. If I go somewhere at any of the Disney parks or a ride opening or a land opening, I just buy them and put them in here. I'd say this bag. You know what? I'm just going to dump them out. So these are all my carded pins. I guess that's the word for them. cards that have not been opened and taken off of the, so they're unused, they haven't been put on anything. This one I got at the Big Orange. Not sanctioned by Disney, obviously, but I thought that was pretty clever. From the events of 2020. These they came out with at Epcot. They might even still have some of those left, but so this is the collection of carded pens. I just keep them in that Disneyland bag. I'll show off a few of them. You know, a lot of Figments, a lot of Epcot. I went kind of crazy at the Epcot 35th, and I'm probably going to go just the same. Even Sean Clark's Horace Hallowed Grounds in there. I don't know how that ended up in there. But yeah, quite an assortment of pins here. I know like pen trading is a big deal, and I've been wanting to really get into it for a while. I think being an AP, this is upside down, and be going to the parks more often. Not necessarily to film every time, but I could just stop in at night after I do, you know, an episode during the day, not necessarily to film, and I could just pop in, write a write or two, get a snack, and do some pen trading and get my collection up. I really like the 50th anniversary. I should get more of these Starbucks ones. But I'm not really going to focus on carded pens. I really want to focus on the trading aspect and fill this board up. And I won't make this a consistent thing, but over time, I'll give a little update. All right, gonna head to the park now. And what I did was take a picture of that board so I know what I have. Each time I go in, I'll take a different picture so I know what inventory I have. I feel like there needs to be a Mickey Power Pole pin. Right? If there's not already, there needs to be a Mickey Power Pole pin. I'm putting that out into the universe. Maybe there already is one and I don't know about it. I also just remembered I was supposed to go by Publix and pick up another brand of K-Cups that I heard they have. It's 6:05, Hollywood Studios closes at 9. 3 hours prior to the parking area. You don't have to pay to get in. I'm an annual pass holder, so it doesn't really matter, but yeah, you just go around the side here. That's how it works. And I didn't bring all of them in. I brought 8 of them in. I just dumped some out of the little baggie and brought a baggie of 8. If I can trade half of those or even all of those, it'd be pretty amazing. Yeah, I'll probably ride a couple things too and just see what I can see. My first time back at Disney's Hollywood Studios in like 3 months. Love this place. All right, I have made my way in and traversed all the way over to Batu East. Micah's here as well. You think they have pen trading back in here, Micah?
I'm sure they do, some form or fashion.
Do you fancy yourself as a bit of a pen trader?
Used to be, honestly.
Really?
And Abby was too. She had a binder, some old school pens, and I used to like take 1 or 2 and always keep them in my pocket, just in case I roamed around and found one. Sometimes I would find good ones.
So you gotta help me.
The old Epcot logos.
Yeah.
I had a Muppet Vision 3D one.
I've got a little baggie here.
So, oh, there you go. That's the way to do it.
About 8 or 9.
Yeah, the classic Mickey ear ones. Yeah.
Yeah, these are going by the wayside. These are doubles and ones I don't want. So
that's awesome.
You're gonna help me out today.
Yeah, we're gonna find them.
Okay, was just informed there is no pin trading on Planet, meaning inside Star Wars lands. No pins are traded. I mean, if there is, it's frowned upon. You can't go up to any cast members and trade any pens. But you can gander at the fastest hunk of junk in the theme park. I always love this robot working very hard, cooking up some food here at Ronto's Roasters. I'm kind of craving a Ronto wrap, but I think I'm going to resist temptation and not get a Ronto wrap. I've been attempting to resist temptation. Walked over down Sunset Boulevard looking at the Hollywood Tower and at the Sunset Ranch Pins and Souvenirs. Not only do they have new pins that you can purchase, but they also have a pin board. And after perusing this large Mickey Mouse little cushion thing where the pins are pushed in, nothing here striking my fancy. So I stepped over in the Hollywood Tower. Kind of look at this, you got Jessica Rabbit, you got Roger down here. And this is kind of a tie-in because there is a Jessica and Vinny the Cab pin up there. And Micah was just telling me, I mean, I knew this, but I had forgotten. He reiterated to me that Sunset was originally going to be a Roger Rabbit land.
Yeah.
A whole Roger Rabbit land. You just did a whole episode covering all this.
Yeah, this was months back, but like, yeah, there's storyboards and like blueprints and all kinds of stuff. You look on the internet, you can find some of this stuff, but
pretty neat.
Yeah, they were really banking on it, and it makes sense. This place opened up in '89. Roger opened up in '88. You know, it was a busy time for that little rabbit.
Yeah, over here, Walt is not drawing Mickey. Mickey has taken the little paintbrush and has drawn a little Walt there. A little paperweight. Now this is kind of a mystery box. There's labeled 1 through 24, and you pick whichever one that you want. I think you can pick 2 different pens out of the boxes. So I'm gonna see which one of the 24. So you just say, I'm gonna get rid of 2020 for good. Say, see you later 2020. No one likes you. And I will take this one, this skull and crossbones right there. I have a lot of 2020 pens that just need to go away.
That's great.
All right, awesome.
Starting new.
It's got a little Santa cap on it right there. One of these days I'm just gonna pull the cord and buy this. It's $74, which actually is not too bad of a deal right there. $74.99. For this, imagine just like I could sport this around my homestead and just go, you know. I mean, I don't smoke.
Style.
Yeah, I don't smoke cigars. This is kind of like a cigar. It's like a Tip Top Club cigar jacket. It's actually kind of, well, I guess. What else would you call this?
This is a bathrobe.
A bathrobe. Okay, bathrobe. I call it more of a cigar jacket.
It doesn't have a title on here, but yeah, cigar jacket.
One of these for this, $75 for something of this caliber. It's a pretty good deal. It's a ghost. It's a ghost. Yeah, I love the. Yeah, it definitely has a punk rock style to it. Of this mansion shirt. Oh, look at that over there. That's cool too. And then also the pen I just got, I'll probably end up trading that off. Yeah. But I felt like I just needed to trade something. That was not one of my favorite pens that I have. But I'll probably end up trading off that Jack Skellington Skull and Crossbones. But yeah, this is very punk rock right here.
It is.
Very, very punk rock. How much is this? $36.99 for that one.
Never mind Leota, here's Master Gracie. That's his album.
That's what it is. And $36.99, not a punk rock price.
No, it's not.
Now we're gonna get a bite to eat over at Mama Melrose. We ended up booking a reservation, but we popped in here to the Backlot Express. I always like to look at some of the old MGM stuff that's still on site. Look at this, Family Ties up here, now filming Big Business, Staying Alive, Chinatown, Herbie the Love Bug up there in the top corner. Yeah, I can't believe all this stuff is just still in here. But it does seem like every single time we come in here, something has been removed. Like something was here, this has been removed, they put a table here. Yeah, I always like popping in here and seeing some of the MGM history that was here. In all honesty, it's kind of surprising that all this is back in here. This little like makeshift fake office that's behind this window that's in the dining area. Now I'm zoomed way in. I didn't realize this was on here. I had forgotten. And Micah was like, oh, you should zoom in on that piece of paper. It still says Disney MGM Studios from back in May of '06, and it's located on that far piece of paper. Now this is just a prop where it says ring bell for entry. Yeah, this door is locked. And Micah found something else. It's a call sheet from Cheers.
November of '88, the year and month I was born.
Wow. And John Wayne's bust is in here, as well as Elvis. Well, look, I guess that's Elvis Presley right there. Elvis. It's a makeshift Elvis right there. Yeah. Kind of giving the old stare down eyes. Yeah. And you just got the notification. We are now heading over to Mama Melrose. All right, Elvis. Elvis has not left the building, but we have. And an AT. This is not the backside of water. It's the backside of an AT-AT. Okay, we've now arrived over at the little atrium area, little front entry check-in desk for Mama Melrose with all these celebrity photos from back in the day on the wall, lining the walls. The likes of Sally Struthers, Bob Denver, who played Gilligan, Mark Hamill up there. You got Luke Skywalker. And I must point out one of my favorite things anywhere on property here. You got Michael Eisner, you got Carrie Fisher, you got George Lucas, Mark Hamill, Ewok, C-3PO, Chewbacca. I think this is the only photo I've ever found on property still where Eisner is there. I think it was probably the opening of Star Tours, and Lucas. So Lucas and Eisner. Loved Eisner. Man, I've never noticed that little figure sitting up there just putting out the vibe. It's like a little, look up there, there's like someone sitting up there. It's like a mannequin or something sitting out there, putting out the vibe.
Yeah.
Also, I love eating in here. This is one of my go-tos when I'm at studios. Love it. Now, as far as entrees goes, there is a strip steak, a shrimp campanella. I think I might get the shrimp. Mama's Italian pasta with shrimp, Mama's Italian pasta with chicken, a bone-in pork chop, a cake, a spaghetti and meatballs, oven-baked chicken, sustainable fish. I think I'm gonna probably go with the Mama's Italian pasta, or maybe the shrimp campanelli as well. There's also appetizers. So you got mozzarella, you got tomatoes, you got calamari. Ooh, calamari sounds kind of good. Minestrone soup. That sounds good too. And Caesar salad. You know what? I'm gonna get a Caesar salad.
I am too.
You gonna get a Caesar salad also?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna double down on the Caesar salad. Then I'm also gonna get some pasta. You know what? When in Rome. Now I've eaten in here several times, but I have to say we have a little kind of small table. You know what's really awesome about this, Micah?
What?
Is the fact that we are sitting right here next to my favorite photo, right up there of George Lucas and the Star Wars folks. Right there, I can see it.
Mr. Eisner.
And Eisner's there. I think I said this, but isn't it the only Eisner photograph hanging on a wall anywhere in the park?
I'm pretty positive probably on all Walt Disney World property.
All Walt Disney World property?
Say,
all right. Not Eisner, but we got Bobby Vinton here next to you too.
Yep.
And this is what we're dealing with. That is a chunk of cheese right there on the Caesar salad. We also got some croutons and the Caesar salad itself. Mike and I doubled down on the salad intake tonight.
Yep.
And bread. I was gonna say, if all we were eating was this, it'd probably be okay.
Yeah.
But we're gonna devour some bread.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna devour some pasta.
Yep.
And it has the little dipping sauce.
The good stuff.
The good stuff. All right, now here is my entree, the shrimp campanella. I always have trouble pronouncing that. Shrimp campanella.
Campanella.
Shrimp campanella right there with the cheese, the pasta, the shrimp. Looks like there's some little veggies down in there, some assorted flavors. What'd you end up getting, Micah?
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Just went with the classic
Went with the
spaghetti
classic.
and meatballs, the old standby.
That's it.
And we have polished off all but one of the little rolls there. We have polished off quite a few of them. Yeah, this is good stuff. I highly recommend Mama Melrose. I've eaten here. This is probably my 5th or 6th time of eating here, and I've never disappointed. Gotta love some pasta. And now the time has come to depart the studios over there. My shadow's not the only one waving. World of Micah is also waving. Oh, you're doing the full-on wave.
The wave.
All right, we did it. You know what? I slacked on finding pins. I just got the one.
But you did not slack in hunting them down. You did go to every store.
That's true,
possible.
I did. And I'm my stomach is full.
Yes.
From too much pasta.
We ate a lot of pasta.
We did it. All right, till next time, I'm gonna head back to Celebration and you're gonna go home as well.
Yep.
To your homestead.
Yep.
All right, see you, Micah.
Bye.
See you, Micah.
See ya. See you later.
See you, Micah.
Hey, bye.
Next time we're gonna find more pins.
Next time.
See ya. Bye. And that's gonna do it for today. Look at that. Illuminated power pole Mickey under the shroud of nightfall. See you in the next video. The vlog is over.